Hi, it's Mimi. I thought I would do a little video in this incredible location that I'm in the central coast of New South Wales in Australia. It's so beautiful that this video is not going to be able to convey. I can see what's recording and it's just not going to convey anywhere near the amount of beauty of this place. The sun's kind of coming in at the moment, but sorry, there's like all kinds of like bugs and things floating around me, but it's just this beautiful kind of canopy, this beautiful valley. Let's see if I can adjust the light a little bit, and it's just incredible. So the sun's starting to go down, there's all kinds of birds and things, sorry, fix the camera, all kinds of birds and things like chirping and crickets making sounds. So it's absolutely beautiful environment. Mosquitoes looking to bite me. Mosquitoes love me. So I'm probably getting a million bites at the moment. But I just wanted to share this beautiful space and share a thought with you that occurred with me today. At some point, or at various points, if you're anything like me, you're going to hit a point of doubt or frustration with what you're trying to create in your life. And that's, I think, first and foremost, really normal. But it can be a pretty distressing feeling because it can feel hopeless, right? So I just wanted to share a couple of techniques that I use to try and not push through, but ease through or walk through those moments. We are born into this world not necessarily knowing we're conscious creators, not necessarily knowing we come from a divine source, and that divine source lives in us and we have the same power to create as the divine, right? Most people don't discover that straight away, and if they do, God bless them. But I wasn't one of those people. I grew up with organized religion where I was taught that, you needed to pray and God will give you things if you're good. Not that we were responsible for our own lives, or our own choices, our own reality. And so that, for me, was a pretty massive paradigm shift, right? To come to a point where I went, oh gosh, I don't have to ask anyone necessarily. I'm vocalizing what I'm trying to create, but ultimately it's up to me to create it. That was a massive paradigm shift for me. So, but inevitably, depending on what you're trying to create in your life, or how big or small or complex or what have you, and also how you feel about what you're trying to create. If you feel like it's just so far beyond where you are currently, then it's going to be more challenging for you to create, right? Because your beliefs are going to be kind of challenging that. There's a couple things that I do to try and walk through those moments. I think the first thing is remembering that we're never alone. And there's nothing like this video to communicate that. So even though I'm alone right here on this property at the moment, I'm not alone in the world, right? There's millions of little beings buzzing and clicking and living around me. So we're never alone. We're always surrounded. And I think sometimes when I remember that, it gives me a lot of comfort. I think the second thing is to remember that we're always supported. We have the divine inside of us. And so, if we feel alone or we feel frustrated with where we're at, we're trying to get somewhere, we're trying to achieve something, sometimes those moments of, oh, I'm not supported, are good, because they remind us, of course I am. Of course I am. I have source all around me. I have source within me. I carry source with me everywhere that I go. And so I'm always supported. I'm always being guided. I'm always being given, intuitive guidance. And then I think the third thing is just trust. Our caveman Paleolithic brains are designed to anticipate dangerous situations, right? And in modern society, there's probably less and less dangerous situations as compared to what we would have faced back in the caveman times, right? But our brains haven't evolved significantly from that time. So there's a lot of kind of instinctual things that our brain does, which, we need to learn to override, for example. So, how often do you anticipate the worst possible outcome? When you're trying for a job, or you want to ask someone out on a date, or what have you, we oftentimes anticipate the worst outcome. Whereas, why should we anticipate the worst outcome? We create the outcome, so we should anticipate the best outcome, and therefore we create the possibility for it to eventuate, for it to come true. So, and I think the final thing too is just remembering that everything always works out. That's something that I repeat to myself in difficult moments where I might not know what the next step is to kind of pause, be okay with not knowing what the next step is, and knowing that it's going to come to me, but also remembering that everything always works out. Everything always works out. And as I look back on times in my life where at the moment I was panicking, I thought, this is the worst thing in the world, I've lost my job or what have you. And then when I look back in whatever period of time it's taken me to shift my perspective, I can see that actually it's worked out for the best. It's worked out for the best, the highest good for me, for the highest good of the other people. And so it's been a good thing. But, as we all know, we attach meaning to events. Events are neutral. They can be whatever they want. A redundancy, for example, can be a great thing. In my case, in redundancy, I got 6 months salary. Great. Didn't have to work for 6 months. But it's our belief system that attaches negative or positive meaning to things, and then we have a feeling off the back of that belief because we've given meaning to that otherwise neutral event. So I guess the 3 things to remember is you're never alone. You're never alone. You've got life all around you and inside of you. You're always supported. If you don't know what to do in the next moment, just be quiet, surrender, and let go, and it will come to you. And that can be really empowering, to just kind of let go for a minute or a day or an hour or a week, and again, rely on your inner guidance. And then the 3rd thing is trust. Trust that, again, the universe is going to guide you, because it always has. You're still here, you're still alive. If you look back on your life, I'm sure like me, you'll realize you've created lots and lots of amazing things and experiences and people. And then the final thing is, remember that everything always works out. And if you genuinely believe that, there'll always be a good outcome no matter what the situation, then that's the outcome that you'll create. So I hope that those words have helped you and inspired you. I hope that this beautiful setting has given you a little bit of calm, a little bit of peace, a little bit of positivity to continue on with your day. So much love. If you want to see more videos, please subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get notified, or please feel free to email me if you've got more things that you want to hear about from me, livingsoulcentered@gmail.com. Thanks. Have a beautiful day.